Welcome back to Let's Read Judge Dredd. Today's episode doesn't have a name. Here we go. The Statue of Judgment, headquarters of the Justice Department's most powerful organ of control, the Public Surveillance Unit. Rothman, ma'am. Rothman, assigned to 301 SJS under Buell, transferred to 303. They are suspended for seriously wounding a fellow officer, reprimanded for psychiatric evaluation. That was an accident, ma'am. Overzealous, paranoid, obsessive. I dispute those conclusions. Unwilling to admit you have a problem. With respect, ma'am, I don't consider I have a problem with that. It's them. Them? Buell, DeMarco, the rest of them. Ah, yes, your allegations. And we're in the office of Judge Jura Edgar, Public Surveillance Unit. You're up for review tomorrow, Rothman. What would you give for your chances? They're going to kick me out. That's the plan, isn't it? I don't know if that's the plan, but that's what's going to happen. It's so unfair. It's so damned unfair. All around me, corruption, and no one will believe me. I'm just trying to be a good judge and do my duty. Control yourself. Judges do not waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They pick themselves up and they get on with the job. That is my attitude. That is the attitude I expect from all my staff. I'm sorry. I have decided to help you, Rothman. I am having you transferred to Public Surveillance Unit. What, here? But my review. There will be no review. My specialty is SJS, Special Judicial Squad, Justice Department's Internal Investigation Division. Our areas are not mutually exclusive. We watch the public. Sometimes we find ourselves watching the judges. You will find the work to your taste. I am throwing you a lifeline, Rothman. I advise you to grasp it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I'm grateful. I am, of course. I accept. Thank you. Vassal will see you settled in. I believe he has some questions to ask. This way. She can really do that? Get my review canceled just like that? Judge Edgar is a very powerful woman, Rothman. There's very little she can't do. A warning, don't ever get on her wrong side at PSU or anywhere else. She will crush you. I won't. I'll work really hard. I've got some ideas already about improving surveillance in the home. Let's stick to the matter at hand, shall we? You claim that the Sector Chief DeMarco was conducting an affair with a civilian. You had evidence? I planted a device in her quarters. I got it on tape. They were kissing. I want you to think very carefully about this. Did anything happen? Did anything in Dredd's behavior, his demeanor, in what he said, lead you to believe that he might be conducting an illicit relationship with DeMarco? You presented evidence to Judge Dredd. When he returned it, it had been wiped clean. He destroyed it deliberately. Why? He's in on it too. It's the only explanation. In on what? I don't know, but it's big. You really think Rothman's mentally sound, ma'am? What is mentally sound? His qualities will be useful to us. If not on this, then elsewhere. After all, Juria Edgar herself was no stranger to obsession. Properly directed, it could be a powerful tool. As for paranoia, I'm reminded of the old dictum, ma'am. Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get me. Quite so, ma'am. A certain amount of paranoia was healthy. no more than a sensible precaution. There were always enemies.
The poisonous smog, which has been blanketing many eastern sectors, continues this evening. Judges are warning citizens not to leave their homes. Anyone caught on the streets without adequate breathing equipment will be subject to heavy fines, even incubement.
About time this message was getting through. The creeps doing time. Anyone seen Dredd? Adequate breathing equipment also constitutes a perfect disguise. The looters are out in force. You break the law, you pay the price. I am that price. Smack. Bam, bam. Got a receipt for those goods? No. Here's one. Buck. Not leaving, are you? I think we changed our minds. The two that got away. Regna? I heard you'd made it into... Oh, Regna. I'd heard you made it into full judge. How are you doing, son? Yeah, pretty good, thanks, sir. I wanted to speak to you. I thought you ought to know I just spent the last 6 hours with SJS dragging my butt over the coals. Hazard of the job. Sure, but the thing is, it wasn't me they were interested in. It was you and DeMarco. That hot dog run we were on, did you spend too much time alone together? Did you display any signs of affection? That sort of stuff. I told them it was obvious you liked each other, but I didn't give them any more. There was more to give? Well, you know, some of us figured DeMarco had the hots for you. You did you? Look, I hate to put it like that, but it's the way it was, okay? Greenie talk. I just thought you ought to know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. SJS are just doing their job. Seemed like more than that to me. It was like they wanted to nail you bad. It always seems that way. That's all.
Control to Dredd. For your information, prisoner Vitus Dance escaped from vehicle en route to Recyc.
Dance? Bad news? It's not good. Better go. And Regna, thanks. I appreciate your concern. Don't worry about it. Just watch your back, man. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's got their enemies. Isoblock 19. Containment 4, we have a problem. Prisoner experienced seizure. Mechanoid to investigate. The walls of the high security confinement are a meter thick, lead lined, protected by psionic shields. By the time the attendant gains admittance, it's too late. No heartbeat detectable. Breathing has ceased. Attempts to revive the prisoner were unsuccessful. The post-mortem would be carried out at Recyc. 2 Justice Department auxiliaries are detailed to deliver the body. Vitus Dance, the Scorpion Man. I've heard of this sucker. For crying out loud, I'll give the guy some peace. I just want to look. Gotta make sure he's dead. They pumped about 40,000 volts through the guy. He'd better be dead. Go! Public surveillance cam on 4th observed the van come to a sudden halt at 2108. The body bag had been unzipped from the outside. We had to assume by Ald. Holy shit! The driver, Maggio, was killed by a single blow. Maggio, ex-Judge Maggio. You know him? Sort of. See, this gets back to Chief DeMarco in 303. PSU have the PSU had Vitus dance on cam leaving the van at 2112 wearing Ald's uniform. They tracked him as far as Coolidge, where there's a blind spot. Too many damn holes in the PSU's network. Could Dance do that? Deliberately stop his heart and his respiration? Survive repeated electrical shocks? You've seen his case file? He's a cursed earther. Every saw he was brought in by the Friends criminal organization to eliminate an informant being held in a high security ISO cube. Succeeded too. A real bag of tricks. Pyrokinesis, thought projection, God knows what else. Dangerous. Creep's been locked up for years. If he could get out this easily, why wait this long? More to point, what's brought him out now? He walks until he can no longer see the cameras mounted high above. There could be others hidden, but his senses tell him it's safe. Oh, let's do it. What, here? I need you, Impala. Oh, Bryce. Ahem. Oh! Take me to your home now. I think we better get this guy home right now. Yeah. The chief, this just in, Chief. Maggio, oh dear, Loomis probably hasn't been told yet. I should go. She's not a judge anymore, Chief. You're not fit yet. Social will handle it. No, best if it comes from me, Hubble. They got an apartment on East Side, just moved in. Maggio was working as a auxiliary at ISO Block 19. It's not easy when you've been judges to lose everything, but they were beginning to adjust to now this. Loomis expecting their baby, too. Have a local judge medic meet me at the block. Chief, this is a surprise. How are you? I heard you'd been nearly killed. We sent you a card. I got it, thank you. Loomis, Andrea, I'm terribly sorry. This isn't good news. What? Oh no! He was delivering a body to Recyc. It turned out the man wasn't as dead as he... Oh no! Oh God, no! Loomis, there's still the baby. Death is a common feature in every judge's life. It's all too easy to forget that to someone each death is a personal tragedy. Errol, SJS Central. Sector Chief's away. That's fun. It's you we want, Hubble. Stay out of my drawers. Some of Chief DeMarco's personal papers are in there. We'll decide what we can do and what we can't do. Take him away. They got little from Rothman. Suspicion without substance. He had been assigned to INSUP, the Public Surveillance Unit's investigative support arm. All information gathered on the public is collated here. It shows... Oh, sorry. All information gathered on the public is collated here. It shows you how it works. Sector 113 Vice is looking for a left-handed brain wipe addict who dissected 2 slab walkers in a basement on Simeon this AM. Simpson this AM. Citywide, we put out maybe 300 plus left-handed suspects with brainwipe habit and previous form for Vi, okay? We know that the murders took place between 0145 and 0200. I checked surveillance cam sightings of all suspects at or around the time we can place 281 of them nowhere near the scene. I still need more. Jones, that's the case, Judge. Calls me. They tell me they found traces of dog breath, Deppel lotion on the murder weapon. Run that against suspects, purchase records, and bingo, prime suspect. It's an impressive system. I'd hoped for more responsibility. Don't try to run before you can walk, Rothman. They've learned nothing new, ma'am. Rothman suspects DeMarco. Rothman suspects Dredd. Rothman suspects everyone. Our own surveillance of Dr. Hendricks indicates a working relationship with DeMarco, nothing more, at least on DeMarco's part. There's no evidence of any improper relationship between DeMarco and Dredd. And yet, there's reason for suspicion. Little escaped Juror Edgar. As head of the PSU, her eyes and ears were everywhere. There had been rumors, late-night meetings with Dredd and DeMarco alone in her quarters. The woman had a history. Had Dredd himself not intervened to save her after her first liaison was uncovered, assuming it was the first. Why had Dredd chosen her as his number two on a later Cursed Earth mission? Why had DeMarco requested Dredd on staff when she moved to 303, unless... I'm not versed in these matters. Would you say a new sector chief is an attractive woman? I try not to think in those terms, ma'am. Make an exception. I believe she's quite attractive, yes. In fact, quite stunning, or so I'm told. A seductive enough prospect to crack even Dredd's notorious heart of stone. We must dig deeper. Strictly speaking, investigating judges is SJS territory, ma'am. I'm well aware of that. Put me through to the head of SJS. Judge Niles has already left for MarsCon, ma'am. I'm also aware of that. Niles would prove obstructive. His deputy, Musey, was an ambitious fool. He would be much more pliable. You've missed him, Edgar. I'm standing in.
That's a pity. Still, perhaps you can help me. Bill, isn't it?
Yes, Bill. Ordinary name, extraordinary man. My little joke. And we're in the office of Musey, deputy head, SJS.
Sadly, this is no joking matter, Bill. It concerns possible improper behavior between two very senior judges.
Good grud, you don't mean...
It's an SJS matter, Bill. I don't want to step on any toes. It might be best if my part in the investigation was kept to ourselves. It could be a feather in your cap, of course, not that that sort of thing matters to you.
Of course not. Hot tip 'em, Big Red. 500 creds on, say, Sting Boy. Crash. We've located the Scorpion Pit, Manson Underblock. This is the Sting Pit, Wads. The building's surrounded. It's no good. Fighting is also a bad option. Bam! Get a medic. Too late for that, sucker. Death from venom of a cursed Earth rad scorpion is rapid, almost certain. The scorpion dance. When two rad scorpions meet, except in mating, they always fight. They always lock their claws together and never part, back and forth to and fro, probing and pairing until one lies twitching till one lies twitching in its death throes. The scorpion's dance always ends in death. Lunch too, by the look of it. One man is not Justice Department, much as he may wish it. What? One man is not Justice Department, much as he may wish it. Otherwise, he cannot do everything on his own. In the case of Vitus Dance, the fugitive Scorpion Man, he can only wait and rely on the many arms of justice to do their work.
Control to Dredd, go to apartment 9B, Boyson Conap, Sector 23, 3 dead. DNA enhanced on the apartment matches fugitive Dance. Vitus escaped from ISO Block 19.
On my way. Honey, I'm home. This is Bryce, my driving instructor. Hi. Who's he? I don't really know. I don't want to give the impression Impella and I are having an affair, sir. I don't understand. What's he doing here? He told me to bring him. What? You did? And you did? Just because he said so? It seemed like the thing to do. She's a good-looking woman, I don't deny that, but I'm a happily married man. Who's this again? Bryce, my driving instructor. What's he doing here? He told me to come. Just a minute, what do you need driving lessons for? You know how to drive. I just thought I'd brush up. Your wife's very skilled, sir. And I don't mean that in any sexual way, of course. Oh yeah? What kind of way do you mean it? I don't think I like you, pal. Look, let's not get heated. Where's that guy going? Kneel. He's wearing my Rasputin robe. Kneel. Lord, your humble servant Vitus Dance. Your humble servant Vitus beseeches you. Open the gates of glory and take unto yourself these poor sinners. I don't like the sound of that. Shh, he'll hear you. What the hell are we doing kneeling here anyway? We ought to be calling the judges. That's how I found them. Notice how the bodies have been posed, as if in prayer. At 23:07 hours, public surveillance unit cameras log an unidentified male leaving a Heinz 57 Roadster near Ujima Stacker in Sector 28. The occupant is clearly not the registered owner of the vehicle, Citizen Paula Krimple, female 35 of Boyson Conap, Sector 23. The information is automatically routed to Central Control for further action. The driver is last observed walking towards the all-night bazaar at the Coney Arches. I'll be your robot. Fungus, buy my fine fungus. Psst, looking for hermaphrodite? I got 'em here. Plenty of hermaphrodites. I love that dress, sweet meat. Snick. Oh, God, Jovis! Stop! Mister, stop! His powers are depleted. He had meant to kill them. He spent too long in the wilderness. Hot rat, 10 creds. 10 creds, hot rat. You want baby? I got baby. Nice baby, all kind. Tell your fortune. Pure gypsy blood, ma'am. George sees all. See anything you like, dearie? What about a sewer fish? Don't never have to change the water. Kids love 'em. No fish. A nice doggy? Won't do. Doggy won't do. But he's after something. What could it be? Maybe he's a sporting man, eh? Oh, yes. Maybe it's the Red Devils he's after. We have them now. He likes them. Take your pick there. 100 creds the pair. There will be no charge. Oh, for you, no charge. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Central contacted the owner of the vehicle, but couldn't get a reply. They sent me up. Victims identified as Kimple and Paula May. and Kimpel Gig, both of this address, and Overton Bryce Over, driving instructor of 8881 Robinson Jerome. Where he fits into this, we don't know. That picture came through from Central. They want you to confirm the identification. Vitus Dance, no mistaking him underneath that makeup. Boot polish. Didn't know anyone still used it. Gig Kimpel was a collector, apparently. I checked it. That's Brit Sit, late 20th century, worth maybe 9,000 creds. You think he's got religion? There seems to be some purpose to his actions. 4 years in a cube, and now, what's he up to? A sweep of Coney Arches and surrounding area quickly leads to the vermin cellar. Dance procured 2 rad scorpions from a vermin stall. Dance procured 2 rad scorpions from a vermin stall. We have a sighting at 2330, walking in the direction of South Coney. Skidway after that, nothing. Creep uses the vermin to heighten his psi powers. That makes him doubly dangerous. Friends criminal organization had brought the mutant to the city. Dance may try to make contact again. Surveillance on the crime lord Nero Narcos has been stepped up. Psi Division have their best operatives searching for a citywide alert. A citywide alert is in force. For now, Dredd must put aside his frustration and get on with the routine task of judging the people. Dredd, Boyson Conap's resuming patrol.
Go to 119413 overscared man wearing offensive trousers.
On my way. 0600 hours, roll call. Across the city, judges stream into their sector houses. A chance to make repairs. Catch 10 minutes in a sleep machine before resuming duties. In Judge Edgar's private quarters at Public Surveillance Unit. Judge Muntz, SJS, Judge Musey at SJS Control, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you early. You haven't.
We've completed our interrogations in the case of Sector Chief DeMarco. Results are frankly disappointing.
Cadets on the hot dog run. Staff at 301 and 303, not one can confirm any unjudicial relationship between Dredd and DeMarco. Suspicion certainly, but that's all.
Chief of Staff at 303, Hubble?
He's been a little bit more productive. The night that Dredd returned to normal duties, he and DeMarco were alone together for some time. When Dredd emerged, Hubble described it as disturbed. DeMarco herself seemed unusually distracted. Emotionally, something went on between them, but what is impossible to say.
Hardly impossible. Perhaps you should ask DeMarco.
That could be difficult, ma'am. She's a sector chief. I can't drag her in here without good reason.
I should think you have very good reason. Still, it's your investigation, Bill. You must conduct it as you see fit. I believe Niles is back this evening. If you're going to act, that doesn't give you much time.
She had stayed with Loomis most of the night, clumsily attempting to comfort the woman. The grief counselor finally arrived at 0620. She was grateful to hand over responsibility. Maggio's death put her own tiny problems into perspective. What right had she to allow herself to wallow in self-pity? She's lost nothing. Ask Loomis what loss is. Hubble, Hubble, I wondered where you got to. Good grud, you look like you've been run over by a Zoom. Ill effects of the drugs, it'll pass. Your turn, DeMarco. What's this about? You'll find out. We have a warrant to take you down to SJS Central. The chief is still recovering from a serious injury. She's not strong enough for this. It's all right, Hubble. I'll manage. Very brave, I'm sure. At 0800 hours, Justice Department cameras observed crime lord Nero Narcos boarding an executive hover shuttle outside Megacity Friends building. A massive surveillance operation swings into action. Now heading east on the Interscad. Pursuing units maintain
distance. Repeat, maintain distance.
The Muscle Club in Megacity 1's Old Town. Thanks for coming, Mr. Narcos. I told him, Narcos don't see no one personal, but he doesn't take no for an answer. This guy is seriously weird. He's been letting them freaking scorpions sting him. I mean, he ought to be dead. No chance he was followed. Nah, judges would have been crawling all over the place. Public enemy number one. So is it true what I have heard? Nero Narco has become a machine. Being a disembodied brain has its advantages. We all have to move with the times. He has summoned the jackals and vipers, and they rush to do his bidding. I don't normally make house calls, Dance, but you've been very useful to me. I don't want you to think friends of the friends go unrewarded. I have certain plans. I may need your services again. I was alone in the wilderness for days. I meditated and fasted, and I cried out for light in my darkness. I think he means the cubes. I told you he was weird. He talks like that all the time. Stop, please. I didn't mean nothing. At last there came a great crashing of thunder, and I heard a voice call out, my son, why have you forsaken me? The walls split asunder, and there was light like the blazing of 1,000 suns, and the voice said, Rise, Vitus, you were lost, but you are found. You are dead, but you are whole again. Go forth among the people and take your rightful place. Let the mortals bow down before you and worship you. Yes, Nero Narcos, I who was your servant, but now you and your minions shall serve me. You're not making sense, Dance. Fool, I have eyes that can see. Know ye not who stands before you? Rejoice, I bring you glad tidings, for I am the risen Vitus, brother of Jovis, son of Grodd. Galen DeMarco. Numerous commendations under 301 under Dredd. Just one little black mark there. We'll come back to that later. Despite that indiscretion, promoted you to Sector Chief 303, where you have performed with conspicuous, some might say unnecessary gallantry. That's an odd turn of phrase. I take it there's a point to all of this, Muncie. I'd appreciate it if you'd try to get to it. Fine, let's cut to the bone, shall we? On the night of your abduction, your duty log shows a late-night appointment with Dredd. You were alone for approximately 20 minutes. What went on? Not a lot. We discussed running a Sector 303. That's all. Mainly that, yes. Mainly. Dear, hides a lot of sins, doesn't mainly. What are you getting at? I think you did more than talk, DeMarco. That's what I'm getting at. Did you have intimate contact with Dredd? Don't be ridiculous. It wouldn't be the first time, would it? Sweet crud, so that's what you're about? You people make me sick. What's the matter, Musey? You don't got nothing better to do than to go around sniffing the sheets? I'm talking unjudicial contact, DeMarco. By 0838, judges are in pursuit. Judges the judges in the by 0838, judges in the Narcos pursuit begin to suspect not all is well. Creep's been driving around in circles. Got a feeling we've been suckered. Let's pull him over. Decoy, you're right. Narcos spare robotic bodysuit. While the real Narcos meets with Vitus Dance. One side symbolizes the darkness, the other the coming wisdom. I have repented of my ways of wickedness and come among you to shed my glorious light. The people shall proclaim me king, and you, Narco, shall be my disciple. You've been taking too much of that scorpion juice, Dance. Kneel, prostrate yourself before me, boss. No, I see it now. How could I have been so blind? He truly is the son of God. I, Vitus, brother of Jovis, son of Grud, ask you to believe. Do you believe, Narcos? With all my soul, Lord Vitus. Then you shall serve at my right hand. Death to the disbelievers. Death to the disbelievers. Now, go forth and await my call. I understand, Lord, I will. You hairless one, come hither. I have a task for you. Me? Are you all right, boss? The power of the man. I noticed a refreshment house on the corner. Yeah, Shapiro's Hotties, that kind of stuff. Good, excellent. Nip along and pick me up a double jumbo meaty extra sauce. Fries on the side. What are the shakes like? Pretty good. I like raspberry. Fine, make it a large one. You eat? Even gods must see to their needs of the mortal flesh, my son. Oh man, the son of God, who would have believed it? Don't be ridiculous, man's out of his mind. But he walked on water, he was floating in midair. He's a Psy, you idiot. They do those kinds of things. He's powerful, no doubting that. Somehow the scorpion venom magnifies it. He had me thinking what he wanted me to think. He was the son of God. Shorty, there's going to be questions asked around here. It's better if you're not around to answer them. Sure, boss. You mean like disappear? Crack. Ugh. No, Shorty, I mean like die. Elsewhere. What's happening? Tail on Narcos hoped he'd lead us to Vitus Dance. Looks like we've been following a spare bodysuit. What are you doing here anyway, Hubble? I thought you never left Sector House 303. It's been known. I'm sorry to bother you, but I thought you should know. SJS have been taking Chief DeMarco in for questioning. For what? They questioned me, too. Others at 303. They're trying to prove, and I know this sounds crazy, some kind of relationship. Between me and DeMarco? How'd you know? You're not the first one I've heard it from. It seems like someone at SJS has a real bug up their backside. Who's handling it? Musey. Damn. Oh, I know Musey. Always figured him for an empty helmet. Where's he getting his information, I wonder? I'm not sure he has any. Nothing solid, that is. The chief's not fit for this. I hoped you could do something. Damn right I can. If Musey's got a problem, it's time for... He took it up with me, face to face. Control to all units. We have a tip-off from an anonymous caller. Whereabouts a suspect by the stats. Caller's description contains details not released to the public. This can be real. Go to Muscle Club 3, Pectoral Drive in Old Town. Musey'll have to wait, Hubble. Let's ride. Other units are in place. If he flies, he fries. Remember, this creep can control your mind. He shows any signs of resistance, shoot to kill. Scratch! Scratch! No way out for you, Vitus. For you, Dance. Face down on the floor. Yea, though my enemies surround me, I fear them not. They fill me with the persistence of Dredd. He's topping up on the venom. Watch him. I'll fill you with the persistence of high X. I'll fill you with the persistence of high X. Last warning, face down. Yes, we'll gather by the rad pool. Beautiful, beautiful rad pool. Total flipoid. Let the killing begin. Await orders, Beckham. You don't give me orders, perhaps. Ah! Get down. They're shooting at us. Covering fire. Utsker, no. Bam, bam. Ah! The mutants infecting their minds have got to take him out. Let me go. I'll kill them all. Hold your fire. You'll hit Dredd. Wham. You will help me. I'll help you. All the way to hell. Sploosh. By this dance for your crimes against people, the judges of this city, and the judges of the city, there can only be one adequate punishment. Death. I'd put a bullet in his head if it was me. Leave him. Control, we have casualties. Med team required. It was the only way. Call a meat wagon. I'll ride to Recycle myself. I want to make sure this bastard hits the blades. I have a full confession from DeMarco. Once she saw the writing on the wall, she tried to hold out. She kissed him. Dredd? Oh, Dredd? She openly admits an attraction, emotional and physical. She believes herself to be, these are her words, in love with him.
And Dredd, did he respond to her advance?
Unfortunately, no. He was unhappy about the incident, but he didn't report it. That's very interesting. We'll see what he has to say under questioning.
Do you think that's necessary?
But I've got him. DeMarco's behavior clearly constitutes underjudicial conduct. It was Dredd's duty to report it. That's a breach of regs right there. A minor infringement, surely.
A minor infringement, surely. What will the chief judge do? Wrap his knuckles? Might be a mistake to appear too vindictive.
Do you think so?
It's quite obvious he's fond of the woman. In this case, her punishment should be reprimand enough. It's your decision, of course. I suppose you know best. I really appreciate the help you've been giving me on this, ma'am.
I'm glad you're here, sir. I wouldn't like to be alone with this guy. I heard he came back from the dead once already and killed 2 other auxiliaries. He's got a habit of doing that. As you can see. Holy! Oh, Dredd, do something! I will. Smack. So far, so good, Dance. Aerial surveillance pictures are routed directly to Central Control. Meat Wagon has failed to exit onto Sked 3 on the last ramp.
Control to Dredd, is there a problem? Report status.
Where there is no response, units are detailed to investigate. Drop! Dance, he's alive! Kill him! Looks like the mutant's calling the shots. Control Dredd, stand aside. Shoot! Don't make me. Then I will. Ah! Burn with the wrath of Dredd. For a moment, the mutant's grip is weakened. Damn, the creep's controlling me. Disbeliever, you will not defy me. Ba-dow! Ah! Ba-dam, 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 ba-dam. Must have been under his influence since the Muscle Club. Check the auxiliaries in the meat wagon. I don't know how bad I hurt them. He's not coming back from the dead this time. All the same, ride with him to recite. I need to borrow your bike. Sure. I've got some unfinished business. I'm really disappointed in you, DeMarco, to say the least. Oh, hang on. Or the office of the Chief Judge. Chief Judge Hadrian Volt. I'm disappointed in you, DeMarco, to say the least. It's not as if this is the first time, and there's no regret here, no admission of error. No, sir. Damn it, you're not unique, DeMarco. Many of us experience feelings from time to time. Even I did once. But it's up to us to surpass them. The law demands our total commitment. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that I'm any less committed just because I care about someone. That doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me, and I happen to be the chief judge. You have to lose. I wish I didn't have to deal with this, but it's come before me and I can't ignore it. I find you guilty of unjudicial conduct. I'm demoting you to the ranks with the proviso that you undergo compulsory re-education. I've been looking for you, Musey. You've been asking a lot of questions. That's my job, SJS. Let's get this clear. You got a problem with me? No, you take it up with me. No one else. You don't go sneaking around like some garbage rat. I resent that. You ought to thank me. I've done my best to keep you out of it. Out of what? Demotion's fine. I don't consider it demotion. I'd be proud to be a slab jockey again. I can't accept re-education. I don't think I've done anything wrong. Maybe one day things will change. DeMarco, I'll leave a contact number just in case. And then again, maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe all this time I've been thinking I'm a judge, and it turns out I'm a human being. Silly old me. DeMarco, you can go in now, Judge Musey. Galen, I'm all right. Your badge. Just a piece of tin, Joe. I have to go. She's too good to lose. You think I don't know that? Oh, you think I don't know that? I had the interest of the whole force to consider. Don't tell me how to do my job, damn it. You had the chance when you were ready to take on when you're ready to take on the responsibility, then you can give me lectures. As for you, you should examine your own motives. Meaning? It was your clear duty to report the incident. You did not do so. Ask yourself why. Dredd? What do you want to do with these? They're from the Muscle Club. Oh, they're from the Muscle Club? Check. Shouldn't have put them together. The Scorpion Dance. Dredd still in the building? What do you want, Rothman? Judge Edgar sent me around. She wanted me to give you these these personally. Edgar, you with sign out PSU now? Surveillance shots. A vehicle registered to Megacity Friends Nero Narcos criminal organization. Cameras logged the vehicle entering Latz Drive at 08:59, leaving by the downsked 4 minutes later. The tip-off on Vitus Dance was made from a booth on Latz at 09:01. The voice was electronically distorted. We don't have the current surveillance on the booth, so we can't prove who made the call. Narcos. Makes sense. In Dance's chaotic mental state, he was useless to friends. even a danger to them, so why not let us remove it? Tell Edgar I got her message, Rothman. Good luck at PSU. You ought to fit in well there. Thanks. Judge Edgar thinks so. Judge Edgar thinks so, even if no one else does. Yeah, I got the message loud and clear, Edgar. Payback time. The line was clear. Rothman to Edgar to Musey. He had crossed Jura Edgar, and Jura Edgar was not a woman to be crossed. Rothman was her way of letting him know. Payback time, and his lesson had been DeMarco. As he looks up towards the headquarters of the PSU, he can't escape the sensation that Jura Edgar and he are locked in their own scorpion dance, a dance that must inevitably end in destruction. Is that the end? No. Oh, yes, that is the end. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you'll join us again next time. Until then.